Well, welcome back. Thank you for returning, Mr.
I'm back.
Camelot331.
I'm not dead yet, man.
You're not dead yet. You're blowing up though. Like good
Every
Lord.
podcast, I keep coming back. This could be the last one. No.
Oh
I'm
God.
alive. We survived. No, it's all good. No, yeah, I've been having a really good time.
That's good.
Thankfully.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, everything's been going well for you, it seems. Is there any news on the whole lawsuit thing? Is that because you said that's actually going through a lot farther than I thought it would? Because I mean, that seems like just a spurious thing. It just surprises me.
So basically, I don't talk about it anymore because I can't until it actually resolves itself now.
I gotcha.
But
Okay.
it is going in full force.
It's a real
Unfortunately,
thing.
it's a real thing now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not too. To be honest, from what I have going on currently, from what is happening currently, I'm not worried at all about it anymore because of what the latest developments. But yeah, it's a thing. I just can't really discuss it anymore in the public eye yet.
Damn.
I will though. Once it's over, I'll be all about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is even though this process probably sucks, it's good to know that you don't really have to worry about it because of how stupid it is, and your attorney sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. And it's gonna make a hell of a video, man. It's gonna make a hell of a video.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's based. Everybody said the exact same thing about his case and like how legitimate it was, and it turns out even it's not. It doesn't hold much water, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a long process. So
that's great.
I take solace in that. I don't have to die just yet.
Cheers to that, man. Seriously.
For real. Thank the Lord.
Anything else going on you wanted to discuss before we get into the list of topics here?
Not really. Just trying to survive life and make content and be stressed out.
Well,
I'm like 30. We've said this. I'm old. I told you earlier before we started, I hear the creaks in my knees when I walk. I mean, the time's coming.
The time is already... You're 30, time is coming.
The time is here.
You're preparing for retirement. You're going to go to that home.
Oh, yeah, dude, I can't wait. As long as they got the nurses, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to be, like, super attractive. I mean, I'm gonna be old, so I don't care,
Just enough.
Just sponge bath me a little. That's all I need.
Just bring in your Ziploc full of Viagra. Good to go.
Dude, that won't even work anymore. Like I'll be so old. I just need a sponge bath, man. That's all I need.
Fair enough.
Just a sponge bath.
God, I don't want to think about. I don't know. Anyway, we're like, I'm almost 30. Would you say? Are you 30?
I turned 30 in 3 months.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I was like, you're 29, right? Okay, so we're both almost 30, and we're already talking about how old we are. Is this like a regular thing for our generation? Do we just feel ancient earlier than a lot of other people, or is that how other generations felt as well?
No, they definitely did, and we're old. No, like that's like... Dude, I remember I was thinking the other night, I was like laying in bed and I was like remembering back to this one time my cousin, who is old now, came over to my house as a kid and like wrestled my dad, and it was like really vivid, and I thought I did like math in my head and I was like, oh my God, my dad was 31 when that happened.
Damn.
And I'm 30. Like,
wow.
And I was like 9, dude.
Well, it sounds like your parents had you young though. Like
yeah, they were 23.
Yeah.
They were 23.
Yeah. And we're almost 30 and we don't have kids. So
I mean, I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, 100%. I don't feel like a person that should have a kid right now. I don't feel like a parent.
Yeah, dude, that's the same. I feel like I still feel like I'm like 16.
Yeah. I still dress like I'm 16. So,
I do not. I was a scene kid. So I definitely do not. I had like long straight hair. And,
yeah, I guess I have longer hair too. I've got like the old man, I need a job haircut going on now.
Same. Because you might need a job.
Yeah, exactly.
You might need that job. Gotta have I need a job hair because I might need a job. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, you're doing pretty damn well. I don't think you have to worry about it for a while.
Yeah, it's been fun, but I do pour my every bit of heart and soul that I have in my body into it. So.
I see that. Yeah, you're killing yourself on stream, man.
Yeah, it's fun though. Well, yes, and it's probably I drink. I drink. I drink to cope with the pain of being old and depressed all the time.
I've got my shot glass says existence is pain on it, so you know.
Yes, mine says Florida.
It's close enough. Existence is pain, Florida. I mean, it's the same thing.
It just says Florida. That's it. That's basically my entire life in a nutshell. My shot glass says Florida. It's where I'm gonna go to die.
I think that's where everybody goes to die. And here, unfortunately, a lot of people are moving to Arizona. Like, I lived in kind of a small town that's blowing up, and we have these people called snowbirds here, where it's all the old people from like the Midwest and the East that all come here when it's like snowing wherever they live. And now traffic is just a nightmare, and there's just old people everywhere, and you see all these plates from other places, and you're like, no, go away. Go away. Why are you here? There's so many other places you can go. Why are you choosing here?
Yeah, and see, that's one thing. Like, that would be terrifying. That's like a horror movie to me, because...
It is a horror movie.
I mean, working in retail, old people suck. Like, not only do they suck, like, and they're mean, but they also, like... They just suck. They're like, hey,
we can't say this too much, because my old people episode where Eric was literally just shitting on old people for like the whole 20-minute episode, it got taken down for hate speech.
Really? What the hell?
Yes. YouTube took down the entire video. I even appealed it. And they're like, nope, this is hate speech. I mean, it's a joke. It's just shitting on old people.
I had an old guy come in one time and ask me if I had head cleaners. And I didn't even know what that was.
Oh, it's like a VCR?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he was looking for it for a Blu-ray player. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And he got so, like shaking mad at me because I didn't know what a head cleaner was. When you say head cleaner to me, I just think of a prostitute. That's all I think about. I don't think about VCRs, dude. Like, so yeah, he was real pissed. He's like, I'm gonna go find somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about.
That's such a common thing. It's like when somebody can't find something, or you tell them, hey, we don't sell this, they, instead of going, oh, okay, I'll go to the store that has that, they get angry at you. It's like, what logic are you using right now? Where you're getting upset at me just because the store that you're at is not the correct store.
Well, it's because they just left church because it's on a Sunday, and they got all their good deeds out the way. So now they're gonna come to the store and yell at you because that's their true self.
That's true. Angry, yeah, they put on that mask, go to church, and then take it off and shit on their local retail worker.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's fine.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. So speaking of old people, I mean. Yeah, it made working the holidays even worse than they already were in retail, for sure.
Oh my gosh,
10
dude.
times the amount of old people from different places.
Yes, and I am so happy. This is my first year that I've ever actually got to spend like Thanksgiving with my family.
Oh yeah?
Unfortunately, my grandmother passed away literally 2 days before, but like still, I got to actually see my family on Thanksgiving for the first time in like a decade. Because you know how retail is.
Yeah, working retail, man. Thankfully, I've had an office job for the past 3 years, so I've been. Oh man, it's not a perfect job, but you know what? I get the holidays off, and I can't help but love that. I get paid to not be there.
Can't complain at all. You don't have to work 12 hours.
Yeah, you don't have to work 12 hours. You don't have to work a random bunch of days. You just work your 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. And that's it. And there you go. That's your week.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Seriously. So, let's see. Where should we start? Well, you know what? We were talking about... We almost started the podcast before we started the podcast with discussion of Resident Evil 3.
Oh, dude. Okay, so here's...
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you a small story. When Resident Evil 2 came out...
Yes.
Or when Resident Evil 2, was announced, the remake. And they showed like the gameplay trailer, and it was over the shoulder... I was instantly so against it. Yes, exactly.
Really?
I was so against the over the shoulder thing because I wanted it to be the remake style from the first remake, like the fixed camera angle deal.
Oh yeah.
And it came out, of course. I begrudgingly played it. I finished it. I was like, that was okay. And then
Really?
I played it more. And I've probably beat it like 100 times now.
Wow.
And now I consider it like one of the best Resident Evil games ever.
I can't wait to start playing it. I got it on Black Friday for like $15, so I am really excited to jump
Dude, have
in.
you not played it?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh my god, dude.
I
Dude,
opened it, but I haven't played it yet.
when you play it, make sure you have no clothes on.
I
It's
guess I can't
required.
stream it then.
Yeah, no, definitely not. You have to do a blind playthrough, no clothes on.
Okay. Is that
Because
what
you
did?
can't try to hang down your erection. It'll break. You're gonna end up hurting
It'll bust
yourself.
through your jeans or whatever you're wearing.
Yes, man. It's gonna be nothing but cream pant city if you don't. No, it's a freaking great dude. It's such a great game. They did a great job, and this is the first time I've been like over the top excited for a Resident Evil game, and it kind of sucks that the collector's edition is exclusive to GameStop.
What comes with the collector's edition?
It's like a statue and a bunch of other stuff. I haven't looked at it because when I saw exclusive to GameStop, I was like, well, not getting it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I didn't really care what was in it, but dude, I'm pumped. Like I'm so damn pumped. I'm gonna be so naked and oh god.
Who do you think will be getting once GameStop inevitably dies, who do you think will start getting the limited edition, collector's edition things? Like, what store is going to grab that exclusive? Do you think it'll be Amazon?
It'll either be Amazon or for physical, like in-store purchases. I would think Target.
Target, really?
Yeah, there's only really like there's 4 options: Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I've went into Targets. There's a Target in my town. There's a bunch of them actually, and the electronics like section is so nice compared to every other like big box retailer.
Yeah.
And like the
Best Buy's not
guys
too
are
bad.
actually they're knowledgeable. So I feel like Target will try to scoop up that market share. But you never know. Whatever the case, I will start buying collector's editions again. Maybe.
Do you buy those a lot? Did you used to buy?
I used to. I used to only buy collector's editions for every game. Yeah, but now I don't because I don't like to move. You know, I like to when Resident Evil 2 came out. Like I really wanted a physical copy, but I was sitting like in my chair, and my chair's real comfortable.
You're all about digital now, huh?
So I just clicked buy now on Steam, and I played it like 20 seconds later.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're mostly a PC gamer.
Yeah, so there's no point anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, and Medieval, for example, I bought it digitally.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because normally with games that I'm kind of nostalgic for, I want to have like the physical copy of.
Right, and
Like
I kind
Damashi.
oh god, Katamari. No, I really regret not having it. You know, because I still have like my PS1 copy, but like I don't know. I mean, I platinumed it already. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Do you think you'll ever play it again, or are you just like, I got everything?
I probably will. I mean, I've played the first one like once a year since I was like 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna still play it, and I unlock when you platinum it, you get the ability to play the original one.
Oh, that's sick.
Like you can click it in the main menu, you can go to classic, and it'll start up the PlayStation 1 like screen, and it even makes it makes all the noises and stuff. It's pretty kick ass.
That's so sick.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. It was a great remaster, and they really need to do other games like that. The Crash Bandicoot like paved the damn way for that. Thank God for Crash Bandicoot's remake because now every game is awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, they've done a great job with everything afterwards. I mean, Spyro Collection was supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't played that yet. Have you played that one?
I did all the races for most of them, like the race track ones, because my roommate's terrible at them. So I would do them for her.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Hey, can you beat this for me?" And I would do it, and then she would play the rest because she's trying to platinum those. So they're great though. They're all great, and the medieval one was it was the exact same game, like 1-to-1. It's almost like they were able to use the same engine. Like it's crazy to me.
They just updated the graphics.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, I thought I ordered it on Black Friday, but I guess I didn't. I'm kind of sad. I'll have to wait till it goes on sale again. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I just did. I just clicked buy now because just whatever. I'll play it, please. Digital time.
I just have so many games in my backlog. I mean, like looking around, and there's just. I'm trying to remember the last game that I've beaten, and I can't remember it.
Oh my gosh!
It's
every
been so
every
long.
stream, every stream
Yeah,
I beat
well, I mean,
another
that's
game.
definitely a benefit to streaming. I need to stream more. I keep saying that. I think I said that the last podcast. I just like keep having other things get in the way, but I need to get
like,
in
damn
the
it, man.
schedule. I know.
Like, Fanta, you're gonna make me flip this damn desk again.
I know,
You
I
gotta
know.
get you a schedule and stick to it.
I gotta stream at least like 2 days a week. Like that's
At
not
least,
a
at the
lot.
very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, I just finished Metal Gear Solid 4.
I was watching you play that.
Oh my god, dude!
That
Like the
game's so
ending,
awesome.
the tears. I have to like hide it on stream. I'm just like, oh fuck, man! Like it's just so damn good. And you know, I beat Medieval on stream. I beat every game I play on stream usually.
Damn. Did you beat
Jedi
Death
Fallen
Stranding?
Order. No, I did not.
Was the one.
I'm like 60% through it, and I really want to play it on my own time now.
I gotcha.
But you know, I mean, I might play it again. But I beat Jedi Fallen Order. Great game. Didn't really care for it at first, and then all of a sudden I loved it.
You
Weird.
just clicked. Now, are you you're like a not a Dark Souls fan, but what was the other
Bloodborne.
one? Bloodborne. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've played most of the Dark Souls, but I platinum Bloodborne.
Wow.
Bloodborne's like Victorian era style, just makes me hard in so many different ways. Like it's just so beautiful. Like werewolves and
gorgeous,
shit.
yeah.
You can't beat that. Werewolves, come on.
It's another series I've been trying to get into. I have like all of the Dark Souls games. I have Bloodborne, but I've beaten 0 of them.
I have tattoos of Bloodborne.
That's sick.
Like I have the little bath messenger guys with top hats on. I have tattoos of those guys.
Where is it? Is it like on your arm? Or?
They're right above a Solid Snake right there. Little bath
sick.
messengers. They're little dudes. It was kind of like a last minute thing to kind of connect everything. So it was awesome. It's an awesome game. You should definitely do it. It'll make you really pissed, but it will also make you hard and satisfied.
Which one did you play first? Did you play Bloodborne first, or did you play Dark Souls?
I played Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
You
Demons
played Demon Souls first.
It was like a long time ago, and then I didn't play another one until Bloodborne.
Oh, okay. So, but did you beat Demon Souls?
No, I just played it a little bit. I beat Dark Souls 3, and because I was gonna platinum it, and then I just couldn't because I don't know, I just couldn't do it.
But have you beat? So you've beaten all of them now, though. Like now.
Not Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay.
Or not Dark Souls 2 or 1.
Oh.
But I'm waiting for the remake for Demon Souls.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. So then you're gonna
yeah.
kind of go through them all.
Yes.
That's smart.
And just be frustrated for like a month. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And then there's like the new ones, like there's that one series Neo, which I don't think it's FromSoftware, but it's still a great little deal. And then there's the FromSoftware version
Sekiro?
of that genre. Yeah, there's just so much, man. It's just that games come out too damn fast.
I completely agree.
I have like 6 sealed games on my shelf that I'll never probably ever play. Like I don't know. I like Just Cause 3, never played it. It's still sealed.
Yeah, I got that on PlayStation Plus. It was like one of those free games.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah.
It's free now. I
Yeah.
don't even need this damn copy.
That's what happened to me with so many games, like the Hitman, the whole complete first season collection or whatever.
Yeah.
It was free on there. There's so many games that I bought, and I'm like, why do I even buy games anymore?
There's just no point.
It seems like every game that I want either is free at some point on the Epic Game Store or on PlayStation Plus or on Xbox Games with Gold, or it's on Game Pass, which I actually got that deal where it's like 5 cents a day once my subscription runs out because they had some glitch going on. So it's gonna be like $1.86 a month to have the Game Pass Ultimate, which is also on PC.
Yeah. Do you ever think about like I'm kind of afraid for the future, and the reason I say this is because I now have 4 streaming services. I have Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, and Disney Plus, right? I just had Netflix. I just had Netflix a year ago. Yeah. What the hell is going to happen in a year?
What happens in a year is piracy is going to come back.
It's already here.
Yo ho ho, my friend. I mean, everyone's going to go back to the Pirate Bay. They've already seen a huge surge in torrenting.
I've never left the Caribbean, son. My ship has set sail and never stopped. I didn't die.
Never done that before.
Same. I'm just saying. I'm talking about real pirate ships.
Oh,
man.
okay. Yeah.
I'm not talking about what you're talking about.
I'm a real pirate too. Yo ho ho. You know.
My ship is real. It's in my backyard. So we just drag it with my car that doesn't run. My Jeep. No engine. We just push it. It's fine. It's fine. This is making a lot of sense.
It's a sailboat. It doesn't need an engine. It's fine.
It's exactly. It sails on the wind in the sky. It sails on the sky. It's one of those sky ships that you've seen.
It's like the South Park episode where he's got like that big balloon ship.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. That's how I get all my content from streaming services.
But
I go directly to the studio.
I know exactly what you mean. I've been I actually discussed this in one of my videos because I saw that they were going to be taking The Office off of Netflix and putting it on the NBC app. And I'm like, what the hell? There's an NBC app? How many apps are there?
I feel like that's a mistake for them. And the reason I say that is because no one's downloading the NBC app. The Office isn't going to pull your entire network streaming service. Sorry. It's a great show, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But no, it's not. You're not going to suddenly see a giant uptick in NBC app sales unless you bring some tight content.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to see the Pirate Bay now. All of a sudden, the complete series of The Office is going to be number one. That's what's going to happen.
67,000 seaters. No, I don't know. I feel like in 10 years, maybe even less, probably a lot less actually. In 3 years, maybe it's just going to be cable.
Oh, 100%. It's already going that way.
Yeah, it's just going to be there's going to be 57 new apps, and they're all going to be $4.99 a month, and it's going to be $100 a month, and it's going to be the exact same place where we were before.
Same thing.
And Cody isn't buying nothing.
Well, Cody should just get a Cody.
I got my ship, son. We're set selling. We're selling to the content seas. No, I'm fine with Netflix, man. Yeah. Or and Hulu and the other stuff. I probably won't have Disney Plus very long, to be honest.
I feel like people are just going to get it for The Mandalorian and then just cancel it.
And The Mandalorian's kind of underwhelming. The last couple episodes have been really underwhelming for me.
I've heard that. I've heard it was really good. It started off amazing, and it's just kind of going downhill.
Yeah, the first and second episodes are beautiful. The second episode, or no, I think it's the third episode, when, I'm not going to spoil it, but something happens, there's a shootout, it's great, and that episode was the best episode, and that episode was directed by an Asian woman. Which is awesome. She kicked that episode's ass. And then the next episode came out, and it's filler, and there's just this chick that just beats the hell out of the Mandalorian, and I'm just who's this chick? And why does Mandalorian suddenly suck? And he was killing hundreds of dudes and doing backflips, and now this chick just chokehold and slams him, and I'm just whatever, dude.
Is she it's a just Jedi, or is she just some random?
No,
chick?
she's just got muscles, which equals Mandalorian sucks. I don't know, dude. I might be wrong. I'll keep watching it, but I don't intend to have Disney Plus very long because I don't really care. I like Disney movies, but I don't need to watch Disney movies.
No.
I can just sing them in my head.
I can just sing them in my head?
Yeah. The Moana songs. That's all I need. Or Coco.
I haven't seen Coco yet.
Oh my god, dude.
I need to see that one.
Ernesto de la Cruz. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen the art. That's the thing about Disney movies is they're just gorgeous. The CGI they do now. Yeah.
You want to cry? Because we're going crying if we watch Coco. Get in right now because we're going crying. Because that makes that movie, dude, the end of it just makes me weep from every orifice of my body.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
It's just
I don't know if I want to watch that movie with you now.
just nothing. It's like when you die and you excrete your bowels. Same thing.
Just watch Coco and it's just everything's released.
Yeah, dude, all at once. It's terrible. But it's also very satisfying. I enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, fuck.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, speaking of PC and everything else, they just announced the Xbox Series X, which looks exactly like a computer tower.
Oh, shocking.
It just looks like... You've seen what it looks like, right?
No.
You need to Google it real quick, because we're going to get a live reaction.
Xbox Series X, okay. Shopping. No, not shopping, you goofy stick. I'm not trying to buy this right now. Yep, it's literally a PC tower.
It's just a computer tower.
Yes, you can use this Xbox Series X horizontally. What the hell, man? So, like, why don't they just come out with something? I know, I got an idea, okay? I'm not the CEO. I'm not Phil Spencer. But I got a breathtaking idea that will change the foundation of everything that we've ever known. And you heard it here first on the Futon podcast. You heard it here first, okay? I hope Xbox is listening. There's this crazy new product to have my mind on, and I've been thinking about calling it a PC.
Oh.
And I think this could revolutionize the industry.
I don't know. I think you're thinking too crazy. I mean, this is
Microsoft. I think Microsoft could really do something with this idea.
Microsoft and computers? I don't know.
What the hell's the point, man? Like, I don't understand the point.
That's what I was gonna say.
What the hell's the point in making an Xbox PC?
Some people are just so stubborn. There's so many people out there that are so stubborn to get into PC gaming, and I never understand why. I try to have them explain to me. It's like, okay, what is stopping you from just getting a PC? And they're like, well, I'm worried about the setup, and I'm worried about... Because I just want to play the game. It's like, okay, first of all, you don't just play the game anymore. The PC and Xbox are exactly the same now. There's lots of updates. There's lots of downloading. It doesn't make any sense, is what you're saying.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like people are like, oh, they're way more expensive, and you have to upgrade them. And it's like, well, you don't upgrade an Xbox. They just get suck. They just get suckier. Like it's not. It's the same thing. The graphics just slowly degrade as the generation goes on because the games that are being developed for it can't really handle the system, the infrastructure. And you literally could spend like $600, and you can get a pretty freaking tight PC that can play most games on Ultra, like $600. Like you can get like a Generation 9 NVIDIA, a decent processor like an i5, like a newer Gen i5. You're done. You're done. That's it. That's all.
RAM has gone down in price a lot. I mean, now is honestly a great time to build a computer. And I encourage everybody to, for the love of God, don't get the Xbox, get a computer. It's the same thing. You
can actually order them pre-built if you want.
You can. I don't recommend it, but you can.
Mine was $800. My PC I use now was $800, and I just use my old video card, and I've never ran into any graphical hiccup on any new release I've played. And I've played all the new PC releases, and I play them all on Ultra.
What graphics card do you have?
I have a 980.
Wow.
That's all, and I played Jedi Fallen Order on Ultra everything.
Wow.
And Resident Evil 2 Ultra everything. And they came out this year. Jedi Fallen Order came out like 2 months ago.
I guess my computer's gonna last a little bit longer than I thought.
Yeah, I do want a 2080 or whatever.
Yeah, I have a 1080, which is a dream. I love it.
That would be great, but it's. I think it more has to do with solid state drives. To be honest, like an OS on a solid state 100%. Drive has way more of an effect.
Solid state drive, and then when you're doing video processing like us, you definitely need a good processor.
Yeah, so I have an i9 9900.
Oh damn!
Which is a great processor. People make fun of me. They're like, "Why didn't you get the Ryzen Super Saiyan 5 edition?" And I'm just like, dude, I don't even know what that is. I know what it's easy for me. i5, i7, i9. A 9 is a bigger number. That's it. That's easy. That's how I look at it.
And the thing is for the longest time you made the correct decision. Intel has been ahead of AMD for the longest time. Now recently AMD has been coming back, so that's why people are like, oh, get the Threadripper or whatever the hell.
The Threadripper. The Super Threadripper edition.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to, I don't know which one I should get.
Dude, I'm old. I'm old as hell. When I power my computer on, it's like 4.5 seconds before I'm in the... Dude, I'm like, sorry. I lived through the time of my life to where when I was going to play StarCraft 1 on Battle.net, I would power my computer on and then go make food and eat it and then 100%. watch Dragon Ball Z and then come back and it's still loading.
Oh, mine was never that bad.
Dude, man, mine was that bad. Mine was definitely that bad. Roller Coaster Tycoon and StarCraft was all I could play.
Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Mine was white. I had a white flat top with a CRT monitor on top, and the button made a clunk
I
noise.
remember that. I remember
No
that.
disk drive. No disk drive. Only a floppy drive. Dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I grew up on. And then I bought my first PC when I was like 14, and it was like a Dell XPS, like blue piece of garbage that sucked. But it played like actual 3D games on it, and I was like, this is revolutionary.
You started saying Dell XPS. I'm like, oh, good computer, and you're like, oh, piece of crap.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was not a good. It was like the lowest totem pole version that they had at the time. So.
No.
It still couldn't play anything. It played Oblivion at like medium settings.
Yeah, so. I had a pretty terrible computer growing up as well. I mean, I could play World of Warcraft on it, but I mean,
Same.
Any computer could play World of Warcraft.
Oh my god, mine played it at like 7 frames per second.
I had a laptop that played it at barely any frames per second, and it couldn't load all the textures. So whenever I was on a griffin, it was missing its entire face.
That's not a griffin anymore, man.
It was just this headless, like winged animal beast flying through the air with just you could see through where its head was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just so weird how far we've come.
Oh, it's
like
crazy.
Well, just recently on my old computer, when I would process a production for a video. Mm-hmm. It would like be in slow motion on the preview, and it would take like an hour. Dude, the first time I did it on my new computer, I hit render, and it was like fast. Like it was fast. It was like fast motion, and it ended in like 3 minutes. It was crazy.
I need a new processor. You've sold me on. I need a new processor now.
Yeah, dude. It was revolutionary.
Maybe I should. Okay, I normally render my videos using my graphics card because I use Vegas Pro, and I just go use GPU if available instead of using processor. But maybe I should try using the processor. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might try.
I don't know. I just hit do it please, and it does it, and it's fast.
That's crazy.
It's great.
My rendering speed is pretty much how long the video is. That's how long it takes to render.
Right. Okay.
Which is way better than my old computer, which was about double whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my old computer was literally an hour usually.
Yeah, same here.
No matter what.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go do laundry and make dinner, and
yeah.
I guess I can only make one video tonight.
Yeah, you can slap the nuggets around a little bit.
Just slap them around.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think anybody watching knows what I'm saying right now, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I think they know what you're saying. I think they know what you're saying.
Get that Pornhub Premium, son. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you get the Black Friday deal?
I discovered that was a thing recently.
The Pornhub Premium?
I threw I physically mailed my debit card to Pornhub. I'm like, dude, you can just have this. I don't need this anymore.
I remember near Black Friday when I was doing the videos, like, are you going to mention this in a video? And they sent me a link, and I guess Pornhub was doing a lifetime membership of Pro for or Premium or whatever it's called for $300.
Oh my god.
I was like,
what? Dude, that's chump change. Wait, is this offer still going on?
No, it's only Black Friday.
I'll pay $600 for a lifetime membership. I'll up the ante. Because it's literally just Netflix for porn, man.
What?
It's got all of it. Yeah, it's got all the series.
How did we get here?
It's got every volume of More Rolls Than a Bakery. That's a personal favorite.
Is that okay? Is that a real thing?
Oh my god, is it real? Yes, it's real.
Oh, I thought you were just making that up. That sounds like a really clever title.
No, it's just real. I'm not that clever. It's real. More rolls than a bakery, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little thickness in your life. You know what I'm saying? It can get a little weird at some points because sometimes they don't get quality candidates in the videos, but you know what I'm saying? They carry their weight in the wrong places.
They carry their weight.
Yeah. Like this lady has to have a stretcher for her fupa when she walks in. I'm just like, dude, man, that's too much.
Oh my god. Too much. Why would you be watching this?
There's just something about it, man. I don't know, man.
Oh man.
Seems wrong.
We learn
which
more
makes
about
it seem
you
right.
every podcast episode.
It seems wrong because it seems so right. I don't know. It's great.
Fuck.
You should check it out. You'll like it.
I don't think that I will.
It's like watching a train wreck, man.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I was guessing it would be like.
It's like I can't help but be aroused.
You're aroused by train wrecks?
Well, yeah, but no. And not specifically train wrecks. Yes, train wrecks, but you don't really see them very often, so it's not like a good fetish. Dude, if a train wrecked in front of me, yeah, that'd be kick-ass. But I'm talking about some roll slapping. It's a good old-fashioned roll slapping. It's like almost like smell-o-vision. When you're watching it, you can almost smell it.
Oh my god, it's just getting worse. Oh my god.
We'll just have to edit this out because it's going to be a hate speech for sure. I'm saying I like it, YouTube. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying
hate
please.
Speech. It's not hate speech.
Please give me more of it. I want more, please.
Oh fuck. Well, speaking of YouTube taking things off, did you hear about their new rules about bullying videos and
Oh, dude,
critiquing?
there's so many people that hate me are screwed.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It was the first thing I thought of. I was like, well, I guess those channels are gone.
Yeah, it's like you could have just made content without calling me a name every 5 seconds, and this probably would have been a little better for you.
I don't.
If they just didn't hate me so violently, if they were just like, the guy, whatever, he's here nor there, but I don't know about this claim or something. But no, they're just like, I hate his face, I hope he dies, and I'm like, well, you're screwed now.
It's just jealousy. It's just pure jealousy. And well, I still think it's a stupid rule overall. Like, as funny as it is watching all these people that were talking shit about you most likely losing their videos, but it's still like an insane like freedom of speech issue.
Correct. And there's a lot of there's legitimate reasons why these videos should exist. Calling people out for legitimate 100%. Reasons totally should exist. I mean, look at iDubbbz videos, for example.
And that's like one of them got taken down.
The content cop videos literally shined a light with overwhelming evidence about how crappy some of these people are. And that's totally cool. But, and there's a reason why it has 99.9% likes on the video. People judge honestly, okay? But then you have like some hate channels and they have like 70, 80% dislikes and their video is just terrible. And it's like, this video sucks. There's no reason for this video to exist. But I don't think that rule should even exist at all. Because people are going to say what they want to say regardless.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
and people should be able to say whatever they want to say.
Correct. I agree as well. But they shouldn't put like 5 ad breaks in their videos.
Oh, I noticed that. You told me about that video, and I went to it, and I couldn't even get through it because I was like, really? There's like 3 or 4 or 5 ad breaks in this?
Yeah, it's like, dude,
that desperate?
You get like 7 views. It's like 37 cents. You can't even buy a hot dog. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't put ad breaks in my videos.
I don't either. I was just about to ask that. I don't put ad breaks because they just piss me off.
It's not what it's all about, man. No. It's about having fun. It's about having fun and shining some light in places where they need light shining on.
Yeah.
You can tell instantly the legitimacy of somebody when they put ad breaks in their videos. If somebody's trying to call somebody out and saying they're an e-beggar and they put 5 ad breaks in their video, dude, who are you trying to fool? You're not fooling nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Are you shitting me? Oh, my God. When I see that kind of stuff, I literally audibly laugh. I'm just like, wow. I'm just 5 ad breaks.
There's so many yellow lines. What is happening?
I definitely don't want money, but hate this guy that apparently wants money. But don't hate me for wanting money, obviously. But I definitely don't want money. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I definitely, like, that's a huge, like, respect level thing. It's like, how many ad breaks did you put in your video? And, like, that's how much I'm gonna respect you. Because it's like, if you're putting like 5 or 6, it's like, what are you doing? Like, if there's like 1 or 2, that's fine, whatever. Yeah. But I personally, I don't think I'm never gonna put ad breaks because I hate them. Yeah. If I hate them, why would I inflict that on somebody else?
If I don't truly believe in them, which no one does, then I wouldn't. And it's not about that for me. It's never been about that. So it's not about revenue. It's about like bringing people something that they can smile about. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I care about. So no, I'll never have an ad break in any of my videos ever. So if you see a hate video about me and they have ad breaks, you understand what I'm talking about.
Just laugh at them.
Just laugh, because it's like, dude, you're just trying to get money off using my name as a tag. That's all you're doing.
But don't dislike their video, because if you do, you're actually helping them.
Exactly. Don't.
Just ignore it.
Just ignore it, man. You've been ignored.
Exactly. That's the worst thing. Like people not watching the video, not commenting, not doing anything. That's like the worst insult you could give somebody. Just not even acknowledging them.
Exactly. Yeah. That's I mean that's what I do. I don't acknowledge anybody. There's people out there that make videos all the time. I don't even know who the hell they are.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And they claim they know me. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are. It's like, dude, I messaged you like a year ago. And I'm like, okay, so does thousands of other people. Like,
right? It's like
you responded.
There's so many inbox messages that I haven't gotten to yet that I need to. You really think I'm going to see yours and you're hating on me?
You don't even want to see my Twitter inbox message thing,
sure
my message request. Whew. It's stressful, man. I look at it sometimes and I like turn my phone off. Oh, God.
Like, well, I don't have time for that.
And then then there's some in there that are like, it's like just 5 paragraphs on how much this one person hates me. And I'm like, they're like, I know you probably won't respond. And I'm like, you're probably right. What the?
It's like I'm not wasting my time with you.
No, I'm not gonna respond to you if you hate me for literally no reason.
Yeah.
Like, and it's always because it's like something to do with my face. It's always like I hate how he laughs or his facial expressions.
Oh,
and I'm like,
man. Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime
I guess
laugh,
I guess I'll just hang myself. Like I can't change my face.
Yeah.
What do you want me to peel it off?
That's what people go for. People go for I don't know, just like the lowest common denominator of insults. It's like that's not even creative.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's a face. Like my face is very normal. It's there. My nose isn't too big. My eyeballs aren't too like up and down from each other. It's normal. You know what I'm saying? I can't say any like for example, your face. I can't say anything like bad about your face.
It just
exists. I think your face is gorgeous.
Aww.
But don't tell it. Don't put that in the video. Just, this is between me and you now. I'm just saying. This is not the podcast part. No, that's what I'm saying. Like unless you just look terrible. You know what I'm saying? But even then, I wouldn't resort to that.
No, it's like, well, don't do. That's kind of shitty to shit on a guy's face. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, literally and figuratively. Yeah. Like that's something you shouldn't do.
Don't just shit on people's faces.
Yeah, it's pretty sure that's illegal.
It probably is. That's some sort of assault, I'm sure.
Yes, it's far too warm. Unless it's like really cold outside, then it might be like, decent if you're,
it'd be warm for a couple seconds, and then it'd like get frozen to their face. It'd be worse. Oh, jeez, it'd be so much worse.
Not the frozen poo, man. Anything but the frozen poo. Because then you got to break it off with your skin.
If you got any facial hair, it gets like ripped out with it.
That's the most unconventional way to shave I've ever heard of.
Oh man, somebody's probably done that. I guarantee it.
Do you use your poo as shaving cream? For some reason, don't feel like it would be very useful.
Should we put that as a poll for for the podcast? If you
have you ever? Here? Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube video and it's just me using my poo as shaving cream.
That would get a lot of views, I guarantee it.
And I would probably get banned. And then I don't think so. I would definitely shoot myself afterwards.
Oh, okay. Well, if you did that, you'd get banned.
Not on camera, man. Holy hell. I can't hold a camera and do this at the same time.
How am I gonna difficulty?
How am I gonna upload it? I've thought about this. Can't even upload it, dude. So.
You'd have to I'm not gonna give people ideas. Anyway, I've thought about that. Like, what if I died in like the middle of a video? How would I ever get it uploaded? Why is that my concern? I'm dead.
Yeah. No, it's like that. Have you ever seen that one video of the dude that shoots himself in the face? No. He's like in a car and he has like a hoodie on and he shoots himself right here in the cheek, like with his mouth open. He's like mouth in his mouth and shoots the other side of his cheek out. And he did it just to prove that he was a badass. He wasn't trying to kill himself. He opened his mouth so he wouldn't hit his teeth and he shot his face off. And then he just sat there looking at the camera and blood was just pouring and he was just like, yeah, get some. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Where do you even see videos like this?
I feel like it was on YouTube like 5 years ago, like for a second. Like it was
God.
There is one thing I could say. That guy is definitely a badass.
I don't think that's he's an idiot.
I wouldn't fight him, is what I'm saying.
Badass, idiot. There's a strong distinction there.
I definitely would not engage in a fight because he's the kind of guy that will put his fingers right in your eye sockets. Pop, rest in peace.
Oh my God. People are just... People worry me all the time. Yep. Whenever you see the news, I'm like, good Lord, how do I share the planet with these people?
Yeah, there's like a lot of us.
There's terrifying.
There's like 8 billion of us now.
I I know. Well, there's 8 billion people. There's only like 300 million Americans.
Yeah.
But like,
I feel very small during this conversation right now.
I know, right? You want it to be real small. You like look up at the stars, and that's when you feel really small. You're like, holy shit.
Or be an astronaut somehow. You know, just go be an astronaut because you can just go do that now. And then just go to the moon. And then you'll feel real small because you're the only guy there.
Yeah, right? Or you feel real big because you're the only guy there.
Yeah, until like your ship explodes or something. And then you're just sitting on the moon for
oxygen. Yeah, you just kind of
You got like 48 hours, man.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare. What would you do with that 48 hours on the moon? Is that really anything to do?
I would undo my arm from the armhole, and I would just beat my dick, man. I mean, what else can you do? The only guy to hath beat it on the moon. Yeah.
Gotta make sure before you die, you
gotta time it right.
Yeah, on the moon.
Just undo the hole. Like right when your like oxygen runs out, undo the hole, shoot it into the sky, pass out. It'll float on forever, even though it won't, because there's gravity and stuff. But
one small load for man.
One giant load
for mankind.
Dude, you could totally shoot it out of the spacecraft, like in open space, and it would fly forever. Could you imagine being an alien? Being an alien on an alien scooter, because, you know, aliens are more advanced, and they have scooters with open face. And they're just going.
Advanced.
And then, like, just a cum shot hits them going 20,000 miles an hour. 20,000 miles an hour, by the way.
Why would it go that fast?
Because an object in motion never stops in space.
It stays in motion, but wouldn't it stay the same speed?
Yes.
How fast do you ejaculate?
You're not sitting there. I said if you shoot it out of a spaceship.
So like the spaceship is going that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking just like the spaceship, like it was like a space station or spaceship just floating there, and you just kind of like stick it out a hole, and then it goes.
Yeah, so that's the fastest cum shot in history.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
You got a whole bunch of world records with that one. Space records
definitely.
With that one.
And you could do that. Like, you could actually, you know, people on a spacewalk they're traveling like 16, 20,000 miles an hour. When they're outside the ship, think about if there was any friction with air.
Do you ever think about that when you're in a plane? You're like,
they would disintegrate.
I'm traveling so fast right now.
Yeah, I opened my GPS one time because you know how you're supposed to turn your.
About that, yeah.
You've turned your airplane mode on. I never do. I never touch it. I'm like, I've been on so many flights. I've been on so many flights where I'm just like, I've left it on for like the last 20 flights. I'm not turning it off. And I opened my GPS one time, and it was like 540 miles an hour. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Speed limit, 45.
If we hit anything right now,
yeah, right,
we would all die.
I always think it's so crazy that when you're in a moving object, it doesn't really affect you. Like, you think if you're going 500 miles per hour on an airplane, you'd be like sucked to the back of the plane and you'd be like not able to move forward. But somehow you're able to just like stay in the moving object. Like when you jump, you think you'd go.
Yeah, there's no air friction, right? So like inside the plane, and it's pressurized, so you're fine, dude. You're fine.
Crazy. I don't know.
Do whatever.
Some weird thoughts I have.
We get this tangent. It's great. Space and loads.
I've covered one of these things on my list. No, two things.
What other things? What other things do we have?
That's quite a lot, actually. Are you looking forward to the new Star Wars movie at all?
Nope.
Yeah. Did you like The Last Jedi?
Nope.
No.
It was terrible. See, next bullet point.
It was pretty bad.
That was easy. No, it was terrible. No, like, dude, I don't even want to. I hate getting on the subject because I'll talk for an hour about how bad The Last Jedi was. Have you?
We should just make a video about how bad The Last Jedi was.
And it says why I like The Last Jedi. And then,
just completely troll everybody.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm just kidding. It was terrible. No. Have you heard the leaks? Like the leaks. Well, I don't know if I should say anything about the leaks. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Skip ahead. I'm not going to have a time code, but just kind of skip
ahead a few seconds. Okay, so basically, Rey, the girl, Daisy Ridley, is Palpatine's granddaughter somehow. And Palpatine is not dead, of course, obviously. because he's in the trailer. He's in the trailer. Apparently, he cloned himself several times, and the one that died in the Return of the Jedi was a clone. So Luke's efforts were futile, and basically, she confronts Palpatine, and Palpatine destroys the entire Resistance fleet by shooting lightning out the window and destroying the entire Resistance fleet.
He just does a drive-by?
Right, and then he shoots... Yeah, so then he kills Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren sucks, and then he shoots lightning at Daisy Ridley, Rey, and she just absorbs it and shoots it back at him because she's the true chosen one that the entire Star Wars saga was talking about since Episode 1. She's the chosen one. Anakin was never, and Luke was never. She was the one that bring balance to the Force.
God, I hope these leaks aren't real. That is just terrible. That makes The Last Jedi look like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Good God.
You can't just make her the best with... man, it sucks. Dude, and this brings up another point. I was watching the battle, like the Duel of Fates from the first Episode 1 today. I just saw it on YouTube, and I watched it. And the battle from the Duel of Fates from Episode 1 is so awesome. Like, choreographed. It's so amazing to watch. Like, the Obi-Wan and Darth Maul fight is so just a beautiful thing to watch. And I'm just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
It's like garb. It's so garb now.
I don't know. Even, the prequels are better than the new sequels.
Maybe that was George Lucas's plan all along. He was tired of people hating the prequel so much that he sold it off because he knew it would be terrible.
He knew they'd screw it up.
Because that's one thing the prequels have over episode like 7, 8, 9. The one thing that it has over those is it still feels like Star Wars.
It does.
And the new ones don't even feel like Star Wars. They feel like a fan-made film.
I mean,
to me,
dialogue is god-awful, but I've been on the subreddit r/prequel memes enough that now I just can't stop laughing whenever I watch those movies, and it just makes me so happy.
Yeah. They're great. I mean, they're great movies. Like, the Revenge of the Sith is legitimately a great movie.
Oh, yeah. The original 3 are great.
Yeah. But, whatever. I don't want to see The Last Jedi, but I'm probably going to see it anyway, just to kind of, like, put it to bed.
Yep.
Or sorry, the Rise of Skywalker. Oh, yeah. By the way, I forgot the best reveal ever.
What?
You remember the scene in Titanic where Rose, they ask what her name is, and she just tells them her name is Dawson? So, because
I never saw the Titanic.
Bro, you need to watch this beautiful movie. It's a beautiful movie, okay? It'll make you cry out of your penis. No, like, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Anyways, so there's a scene in Titanic where she's the ship is, it sinks. Spoilers. The ship sinks. If you're older than 109 years old, sorry. So the ship sinks and this ship comes and rescues them, and they're taking down everybody's name as they immigrate, basically. And Rose doesn't tell them her real name. She just says, "My name is Rose Dawson," which is Leonardo DiCaprio's character is Jack Dawson. So she takes his last name when she immigrates or whatever the hell she does. She takes his last name, basically. And that's the ending scene. It's like, "What's your last name, ma'am?" And she's like, "Dawson, Rose Dawson." And that's the ending scene. And that is literally apparently what happens in The Rise of Skywalker. Like, they ask Rey what her name is, and she looks at them and she's all choked up, and she says Skywalker. And I'm just like, I hope I die in my sleep. That's why it's called the Skywalker Saga.
The past couple movies, I go with my friend. This is tradition now, because we just know these movies are not going to be very good. We get a giant beer at the movie theater because they sell beer there now, which is pretty awesome. Hell yeah. And we just sit in the back so we don't disturb anybody and proceed to laugh at everything that's really stupid.
Yeah.
And the more you drink, the better the movies are.
Oh, I bet. What happened? What was your reaction to the scene when Leia just Supermaned back into the ship?
It was uproarious laughter. I could not stop laughing.
Everyone in the theater when I went and saw it on opening night was laughing. Because think about it this way. So she dies in real life, Yeah. Carrie Fisher passed away, and I thought, wow, that would be hardcore if that's how they killed her off. You know, when she flew out of the thing, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was intense. I can't believe they killed her like that. That was pretty bold and badass. But, you know, gotcha. She flies back. Oh my God, what the hell? That was so stupid.
That scene, I could not believe how stupid that was.
Like, whenever in this universe have we discovered that you can fly through space like Superman because the Force says so, or where you can go into light speed and hit like cruisers and they disintegrate?
See, that was cool. I was fine with that. That was the only thing I was fine with. What I wasn't fine with was why the fuck was the entire story based off of them running out of gas?
Yeah.
There's no fuel in Star Wars ever. There's never a time in any of the movies where they're like, we need to stop over here at the Circle K.
Yeah.
Like,
Circle
it doesn't
K.
make any sense.
Yeah. It's like literally, it's like Firefly out of gas, except Firefly's out of gas was actually great. And
that was a good episode.
Yeah. No, so it doesn't make... dude, it was just terrible. And then why can't the lady tell them about the plan? Like the new commander, why can't she tell them about the plan?
Exactly.
And why does the casino planet exist?
Huh?
Why does the casino planet exist?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Why does the little Rose? Why does she love Finn? And does he even know? Apparently he doesn't know. And
he doesn't know. Yeah.
One of the other leaks. I keep remembering leaks. This all came from one source, by the way, and it's been like confirmed like 8 different times from different people. So I'm actually I feel like it's true. Apparently, Poe and Finn. It's revealed that like at the end of Rise of Skywalker that they're in like a same-sex like relationship, which to be honest, I'm totally cool with. I think that's kind of funny. That's good.
It's fine. But it's
forced.
still, yes. It
because
feels like they're just trying to be as inclusive as possible, and because they're trying to be as inclusive as possible, they're just throwing shit in that doesn't make any sense. If there was an indication of that in either of the other movies,
chemistry,
I'd be like, oh, great, that's wonderful.
Chemistry,
great conversations, and you could tell that they had a thing. But when there's nothing at all, and in the last movie, like, oh, by the way, this is happening now.
Yeah, ass slap. Maybe an ass slap or a smirk or a wink, something.
There was nothing, though.
Right, and there's a good example of this. Like, chemistry is very important in film and television. Like, for example, Stranger Things. I will disclaimer, Stranger Things, the last 2 seasons have been pretty bad in my opinion. But there's this time. Have you watched it?
I've watched all of it, yeah.
Okay, so spoilers. Kind of. There's this girl character.
Yeah.
That works at the little hot dog on a stick place or whatever it is, the ice cream place that they work at. And it's that girl, and then there's the guy with the pompadour hair. I forget it, Steve. And they like, you know, go through that little mission together, like the girl and Steve, and they have such unrealistically beautiful chemistry. Mm-hmm. And like it's just great, and I felt like it feels so natural. Yeah. And then they're in the bathroom stall, and I'm just like, please just kiss her on the face. Like, it's all I want to see is him kiss her on the face, and I'm like, this is gonna be so beautiful. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, by the way, I'm gay, and it broke my heart. I'm like, dude, that was the only thing about this season that I was looking forward to. And then it's all of a sudden she's like, oh, I don't like you, and I'm just like, oh my God, their chemistry's too good.
You felt like that was forced too?
No.
I don't know. That time, it didn't feel like it was just thrown in for the sake of inclusiveness and money.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a bold decision, but like, dude, they had such good chemistry. I just wanted to see it. I wanted to see it through. I wanted to see the babies. Like, I don't know, man. When people have great chemistry, like, I don't know. I feel like, can you just give me what I want, please? Like, it's not
just
that
do it.
It's not that bad of a thing to give. Why is there this stigma to where you're not allowed to give fans what they want?
I don't know.
Like, what the hell is that about?
It's because there's this new thing, and it's another reason why I hate The Last Jedi, is because they're trying to subvert your expectations.
I was literally going to say that. See, we're basically we should be together.
There you go. Our chemistry right now.
Right. I was literally going to say the exact thing. Like, it's like a trend, and I'm pretty sure that the new Ghostbusters trailer, which looks great. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to go that route.
I don't think so.
I feel like they're
going
gonna
to talk about that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just segue. That was a beautiful segue.
There's nothing wrong with fan service, and I feel like they're gonna fan service me. And the fact that Paul Rudd is in it,
They're going to fan service you?
yeah, dude, I love getting serviced by the fans. Like, there's the fact that Paul Rudd is in it, dude. That's fine. Like Paul Rudd, he can just have his mannerisms, and I'm happy.
Well, and the thing is they're not like making him. It doesn't seem like they're trying to make a new Ghostbusters team.
Right.
It's like they're taking Stranger Things, which happens to have a Stranger Thing kid in it, and kind of combining that with Ghostbusters.
Right.
So it's gonna be like kids trying to work together, and I'm sure adults will get in on it as like their town is getting destroyed. And it's not like they're gonna start up a business, and they're not gonna they're not gonna make cheesy commercials and make stupid fucking jokes like the terrible remake that thankfully I never saw.
Same.
I watched the Plinkett review, and I'm like, that's all I needed to see.
Same. I watched the Plinkett review like 2 days ago.
It's a wonderful review. But it makes me so glad I never saw that train wreck.
Oh my god, it's a nightmare, and they're really mad that they're acting like it didn't exist.
Well, it's because it shouldn't exist.
Exactly, it doesn't exist in my mind.
It doesn't. It felt like a cash grab.
It was definitely a garbage cash grab, and they got like the worst director ever.
100%.
That's only directed one decent thing ever. And like I don't know why he was involved.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was looked absolutely garbagey. But the new one, it seems like it's gonna be fan service. My only gripe with it is what you said already, is that Stranger Things kid. I'm kind of sick of him being in every single kid role ever.
What else was he in?
Everything. He's in It.
I haven't seen It.
He's in the It movie. He's in every movie that has like a troop of kids running around.
Oh, okay.
Like every one of them, and which is fine. He's good at what he does, but like, kind of sick of seeing his face. Kind of sick of his like sarcastic attitude face, which is like, I mean, his characters are written almost identical in every series he's in. He's sarcastic and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Oh,
Another child actor.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him as an adult. Maybe he'll turn into a different actor as he grows up.
No,
You say drugs?
definitely drugs. No, I mean, what can you do? Think about it this way, dude. Think about it this way. You're a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
You're a kid. You're 12 years old, and you're in film. You have millions of dollars at your disposal because your parents, obviously, they're holding your cash, but you have all this money at your disposal. Mm-hmm. You have millions of followers on every social media. If you made a YouTube right now, if he doesn't already have one, he'll have 1 million subs in like a week.
The Walking Dead kid did.
Right. And you can do all these things. Like, what is there left? Our entire like all the way up until like I'm being 30, I've tried to accomplish like a lot of different things, and money's always been an issue of trying to make these things happen. And so you can't just, how hard it is to start from nothing. These kids already can start from this high point, whereas we started from sitting in our chair and turning the camera on. That's the only way we started. So they have an advantage, and there's nothing wrong with that. My point is,
I'm proud of them.
Right. My point is, they worked hard to get where they got. Of course. My point is, what else is left? You're already 14 and you've already achieved like almost everything a person can achieve.
That's the thing. It's these kids. I almost feel bad for them. Like I'm like jealous because I know what I would do if I was in that position now, but I feel like my brain back then wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Yeah.
Will never have a normal childhood. They'll never have a normal high school experience.
Exactly. What happens when the football player, like the quarterback, plays in high school football, and then he graduates and he works at a nearby factory until he's 58? Like that, the higher point of his life was when he was 16 years old.
Yeah, you peak too young. So
and a lot of these,
hope that your acting career keeps going up.
Correct.
Or Macaulay Culkin, who
yes.
he never did crack. So that's cool.
Oh, that's good
for him. But I mean, it seems like he peaked as a kid, and he's always been trying to regain that popularity, regain that public eye.
Right.
He's got a YouTube channel, but nobody watches it.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. I like Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, me too.
But it's the same thing with Haley Joel Osment. Like, these kids were in blockbuster films.
Who was he again?
He was the kid in The Sixth Sense. He was in a lot of movies. Nothing.
Wasn't he like a voice actor for Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he did all these films in like a 2-year span, and like you'll never achieve, like, you're just a normal guy walking down the street now. You know what I'm saying? And you've already got a taste of like over the top celebrity, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like a kid like that, like the kid that's in Stranger Things, if he doesn't continue in acting, like in the way he's doing, by the time he's 25, I mean, there's going to be nothing left other than to just do drugs and try to experience something else.
This is why the kid that played Joffrey is so smart. He was Joffrey, that was a cool experience, and then went back to his normal life. He doesn't act anymore. That was his thing. He was like, oh cool, I did what I wanted to do. And he seems like a normal kid now, and he's like, yeah, I'm sure he's still got a lot of popularity.
Yeah.
He's still got that celebrity status because he wasn't part of the last season. That was abysmal. And he'll be able to peak again later on in life. He doesn't have to worry about chasing that, too.
He wasn't
doesn't care that much.
He wasn't oversaturating the market with just his character. And
he could always come back, and I think he'd be welcomed with open arms.
Think about Hayden Christensen.
What has he even been in?
He retired from acting after I think the Jumper. Jumper.
Jumper, yeah. That
he
movie
retired.
Very good.
Yeah, he retired from acting and went and like he has a farm and he has a whole family and he's like raising a family and he has like no desire to act.
Wow.
But keep in mind that he could just call an agent and he could do it again. And
do you think he wasn't a very good actor?
He's not a great actor, no. But you can see his change from Attack of the Clones all the way to the end of Revenge of the Sith. Like, he's a much better actor at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Like, a much better. I mean, Attack of the Clones, he was a terrible actor. That's my point. Is he was a much better actor at the end of Revenge of the Sith. My point is, he could definitely come back and do something. Whereas, have you ever seen Macaulay Culkin like actually act like in a commercial or something recently?
Yes.
He is a very, very bad actor.
He's an interesting human being. He really is. When he's on Red Letter Media and when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's been in all these different things trying to push his new like podcast and YouTube channel and website. And he's like an interesting guy, but I just don't see him being in films anymore.
Right. Well, his acting's real rough, man. He's just he's like not as good as like C-list actors. Like he's just, and he was able to be like that goofy little sarcastic kid in the movies because it worked. Because kids can be awkward like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like kids can actually act like that in real life because kids are kids. But when you're an adult, you can't be that weird like reading cue cards kind of guy anymore. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't work. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the scariest thing, and I'm glad I'm already my age. I am. That's the scariest thing ever is to achieve all this crazy stuff before the age of 16, and then like everything the rest of your life is downhill.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And right now, mine is kind of like this. It's very slowly like.
I think yours is going pretty. Yours is going like this.
It's and it's not like a growth thing. It's just an experiences thing.
Yeah.
It's like experiencing new things, talking to new people, getting to have fun with people, and do more activities and projects, and getting to tickle on your creative outlet more than you would. Because I have to be in my creative element like almost 24/7 now. Whereas I wasn't even, I didn't even talk to people before like I started doing YouTube.
Really?
I was just a quiet guy.
I mean, that's how exactly. I'm kind of the same. I think most people on YouTube are that way. Besides, like, the douche vloggers, like the Paul brothers and Rice Cum and...
Rice Cum.
all the other shithead, narcissistic, slightly sociopathic people out there. I feel like most people are on YouTube because they're creative and they want to make things, but they don't want to get into acting. They don't want to have to deal with other people. They kind of want to do their own thing.
Yeah, and that's like, dude, and I could totally understand that because when I, when I like, where I had to, I auditioned for that role on that TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I've ever told anybody about this publicly ever. other than telling you in like real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I auditioned for this role on a TV show recently, and I can't really reveal it because it's not over.
Yeah.
I know what it is now. I know everything about it. But I auditioned for this role.
You have to tell me off camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you. But I haven't. I don't know what's going to happen. I've talked to the director and the casting director actually a few times since then, and it's not decided yet. But they're keeping me in the loop.
That's awesome.
But dude, it was the most stressful thing I've ever done. I threw up like multiple times, like the couple days before. I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I do not know how people do this.
It's an incredibly stressful thing. I mean, my memory is kind of garbage. I can't imagine memorizing a script. Like whenever you see those actors and they've got like a script like that thick, you're like, how the fuck do you even do that? How do you memorize all that?
Right. And I mean, mine was like 3 paragraphs, and I was in my shower and I would say it back and forth, and I would do everything back and forth, and I did it for days, and I still I got to the point where I had to say it, and I was like, I almost threw up.
I bet. Yeah. It's terrifying.
And the casting director was like, dude, he's like, he could tell that I was like about to pass out. He was like, dude, take a drink. He's like, you got some water? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, take a drdrink. He said, chill out, dude. He's like, I'm just a guy. I'm just a person. Yeah. So I'm just a normal person. He's like, everything you do here has no bearing on it. He's like, well, I'm going to edit together all your best shots, your best things you said. And he's like, don't even worry about it. He's like, just talk to me. And I'm just like, okay. So he just like directed me, and I just did it literally 1,000 times. I was doing it for hours, just the reading the same lines over and over in different ways. He'd be like, do it kind of like, sad. Do it kind of excited. Do it eccentric.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, he was like, say the entire thing, but I want you to put emphasis on this one sentence.
Wow.
And I'm just like, and then this sentence, and like I did that. It was quite an experience, and I did not enjoy it. It was terrifying. After it was done, I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym and just lift things for 7 hours. I was like, oh my god.
Hopefully, if you do get this job, you won't have to worry about a script as much.
Yeah, let's hope so. I'm way better without the scripts.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what our channels are. Our channels are pretty much unscripted.
Right, and it's just I have like 3 bullet points, and I just talk.
Same.
So.
Yeah.
Or I read what when people send me messages, I'll just read those, and I'll kind of react to those. So that's something I do a lot, which I enjoy. I love that. People send me. I have so many messages, and I just go through them, man. That's what I do. It's a fun thing. So
I need to do that again. It is really fun reading user stories. It's crazy. I remember I read off one of the user stories that was about somebody who saw some homeless man start screaming about giving people AIDS. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. So I had a lady one time say, I read this in one of my Walmart stories. Like, this girl was shoplifting, and she got caught by security, and she like pulled out a box cutter and like cut herself, and then like cut the security guard, and like started screaming that she had AIDS. And she's like, now you have AIDS, and she was like running, and she ran out of the Walmart and was like never caught or anything. And I'm sure she didn't actually have AIDS.
Okay, I was like,
that's where the story ended.
Was the AIDS real?
Was the AIDS efficient? No.
Oh my
and
God.
even that being the case, I mean, if you cut somebody and then cut somebody else, like the transition percentage is so low. It's not actually. It's not a sure thing. You can't just touch on somebody and get AIDS. It's not how that works.
It's not Ebola.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Ebola is a sure thing.
Right. Sure. It's a very sure thing. You ever had Ebola?
I have not had Ebola.
Yeah,
but I do kind of have a funny story about Ebola. During that time, I was working at GameStop, and because it was kind of a dead part of the season, I had all this time, so I was keeping up with that news story about Ebola and about how it was spreading rapidly, and how there were doctors going there, and there was some guy that came back, and he went bowling, and he went all these different places, and he had Ebola. And I'm like, oh my god, he's in New York, he was on subways. This is how many of these movies start, where it's in New York, and some guy comes back with this disease he doesn't know he has, and he just spreads it to everybody, and then it's the apocalypse, and it's 28 days later. So I'm sitting here, I'm glued to these stories for my entire shift. And this was kind of stories for days. I mean, there were doctors coming back that had to be treated because they were getting infected with Ebola. There was that one guy that flew here that had Ebola that didn't make it. There's that other guy that had it and made it back, and he was like cured somehow, but we still don't have a cure for Ebola, yet we do.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand it still. And why don't we still hear about Ebola? Why was it only during that time that we heard about it when it's still over there? It's still happening. We just for some reason don't hear about it anymore. And there's a whole conspiracy theory about that, but I'm not going to get into that. But I remember reading all this, and I have really bad anxiety. It's gotten a little bit better-ish, but back then it was really bad. So I'm reading all these stories, and after work, I like filled a shopping cart with like water bottles and soup and ramen in case the world was gonna end. And my roommates were just laughing their ass off.
Holy hell!
What are you doing?
Yeah, that reminds me of swine flu.
Oh my God, swine flu!
That was like it was like 7 people died from it, and it was like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I'm just like, everybody calm down. Like, you know how many people die from like landing on a fork?
Well, how many people die from the regular flu?
Yeah, or the regular fork. Like, it's just
regular fork.
You know how many people die from tripping and falling on a number 2 pencil? Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Supposedly, every 16 minutes, somebody has a piece of furniture fall on them. Yeah,
that's why I don't have big furniture.
There you go. You gotta avoid that from happening.
I read this statistic and I'm like, nah. Yeah, I'm like, no thanks. I'm gonna get small furniture that can't kill me. My biggest fear, furniture.
It'd be a hilarious horror movie. It's just a bunch of furniture trying to kill people.
It's like that one. You ever seen that horror movie of The Tire? It's just a car tire that's rolling around killing people.
Stupid movie.
I'd love it.
What is going on in that? I think there's one time where I watched the whole thing and I was like, why the fuck did I just watch that?
The Tire. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I enjoy those movies.
Movie I've ever seen. It was like I did a bunch of drugs. It didn't make any sense. There's just a tire and it kills people, and there's like people watching the tire kill people. It's like this weird meta thing.
Exactly. It's weird.
Oh my God. What a weird fucking movie.
I agree. Oh, tires.
Tires. Then there's the first PS5 game that was announced. That's cool.
You told me about this. What do they call Godfall? Godfall.
It's a hack and slash loot game.
Yeah. Godfall.
It's basically Diablo, but supposedly like a third-person hack and slash type game.
Oh, okay.
They haven't shown any gameplay. They just showed some in-engine footage, which basically means nothing. And that's interesting. It's just interesting that they're already announcing PS5 games. They've already announced the Xbox Series X. Why isn't this happening at E3? I was so surprised that Xbox showed off the new console at the Game Awards.
Yeah, see, I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to get away from E3. Everybody's trying to get away from it because there's so much negative atmosphere at the E3, right? Like, so if one company does terrible, like they just lose everything for an entire generation. Might as well just announce stuff like out of turn so you can't get totally destroyed. Because let's go back to last generation for a second.
Yeah,
Xbox One is announced. DRM is announced. You have the current, president of the video games department, whatever. You have all of these things. It's like they announce it and it looks kind of bad, but whatever. And then Sony comes after. And they're like, oh, by the way, yeah, you can play used games and all this stuff. And they're just shitting all over Microsoft. And then they announce a lower price point. Like, holy hell. Might as well just not do that at the same time because since Sony came after, they literally could have adjusted their price point right after their presentation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could adjust it right after. But you know what? Screw this. We'll lose money. $3.99. Go kill yourself. And then Xbox is over there like, holy, because what was it, a week later where they retroactively did not changed everything.
Oh yeah. They had to backpedal. I think it was even faster than a week because they received so much backlash from the no used games thing. It was unrecoverable. That was the death nail in the Xbox One before it even came out. Yeah,
and the president at the time left and everything. He went to Zynga.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Zynga.
Yeah, the demon company of mobile games.
Yeah, he went to Zynga, and Phil Spencer took over. Yeah, that was a weird time. I remember seeing the reserve numbers for PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One,
yeah.
and on Amazon it was like 80 versus like several thousands, like 87, like 2 digits, 87 versus like thousands on Amazon.
And like we said, I feel like the Xbox, I already forgot the name, X, it's gonna suffer from the same problem for not the same reason. I like the advertising where it says you can play all 4 generations on one box.
Right.
Fucking smart. Backwards compatibility. You can use the same controllers.
Right.
You can do. That is the only reason I might get one at some point in the future, is just to play my old Xbox One games at a better frame rate and just experience them quite, differently. And because I've got the Game Pass now for supposedly 5 cents a day until they cancel it, which they probably will. But besides that, if I didn't care about any of that, there's no reason to own this console. If you're looking at buying a console for the first time, all of the games that are exclusive to the Xbox One are on the PC.
Right. Dude, I've been saying that. It's ever since the day they announced that at E3. I was like, well, there goes that. Like, I'll never have to get an Xbox now.
It's true. They shot themselves in the foot. As soon as they announced it, I was excited because I was like, great, now I can actually play these games and they're going to look phenomenal on the PC. But what have you done?
Yeah, the Xbox, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like they're trolling us with this design. It's like it just even looks like a PC tower. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
Literally what I was thinking. I'm like, is this a troll? Like, this can't be a real thing. And I clicked the link and watched the video. It was like, just Microsoft is trolling us.
Just make an affordable PC that's like out of the box.
That's what I think they're probably doing with the Xbox. Whatever. I already forgot the name. What is it called? Xbox
X Series or something?
Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Why did they name it something so stupid, by the way? That's not...
Well, that's kind of... I feel like they have to do that because they got to keep up appearances with the last couple of names.
They should have just called it Xbox 2. Or I liked the 360, actually. I kind of liked that name. It was kind of dope. I think they should have called the 720, the Xbox One, the 720. And just keep going from that.
Yeah, and not had DRM. I feel like if they would have came right out of the gate without DRM, they would have actually competed with Sony for the first couple of years.
Yes, I agree. But the lack of exclusives also killed them. I mean, there was no reason
there's
to own
none.
it.
There's none.
It was less powerful. It was a less powerful system for a higher price point because the Kinect and the DRM were the death nail in the Xbox One generation.
Yep. I mean, because, who cares about Kinect? Let's be honest. Not me. Definitely not me. So, yeah, rest in peace. They stopped reporting sales like 4 years ago, I feel like, or 3 years ago, because it's just so abysmal. And PS4, I think, is like... Didn't PS4 pass PlayStation 1 or... who did they pass? They became the... I think they might have passed PS2 now. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so. I remember seeing something about their sales numbers, and I think it's the best-selling PlayStation ever now.
102.8 million.
That's it?
102 million. Yes.
For some reason that seems low.
And the PS2 is 155 million.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, top selling consoles all time. I'm not going to say 3DS because 3DS doesn't count.
How did PS2 do that? Like, that's crazy.
Oh, PS2 is still number one. PS2 is still above the Nintendo DS. The PlayStation 4 is now 4th overall in history.
How did the PS2 do that? I don't understand. I had a PS2, but I always was jealous of my buddy's Xbox.
Right. If you and the funny thing is, if you take out handhelds, the PlayStation 2 is first and the PS4 is second, and the PlayStation 1 is third. So it's literally a PlayStation, then the Wii.
The Wii is just owned by senior citizens at this point.
And then the PlayStation 3.
Wow.
And then the 360. The PlayStation 3 actually passed the 360 at the very end of the last generation.
That's surprising to me, honestly.
And the Xbox One has an estimate of 46 million. Estimated. They haven't reported them since like 2015, but yeah, it's estimated.
Wow.
So yeah, PlayStation 4 is the second best-selling home console of all time.
Sony's just been killing it in the console market.
Well, it's because they do what the fans want. If you listen to I don't know why, like you said.
But they also don't. Because the PlayStation 4 can't play PlayStation 3 games.
Correct. You are right. And I feel like them messing with the PlayStation Now thing for the longest time was kind of them trying to put it off and say, oh, we're going to do it with the this and this. But didn't the PlayStation 5 announce that it's going to be backwards compatible?
It's going to be, it's finally PlayStation is waking up. I mean, PlayStation 2 is backwards compatible with PlayStation 1. PlayStation 3 the original system was backwards compatible to the other two, but it was $599.
Yeah.
Crazy. And the PlayStation 4 was backwards compatible to nothing.
Yep.
Just like the Xbox One was at launch, was also backwards compatible to nothing. Until much later they started implementing backwards compatibility. But the PlayStation 3, and the reason I'm so shocked that you're telling me now that it actually caught up with the 360 was because a lot of the PlayStation 3 games ran worse than the 360 games because they had that weird cell architecture. They had this weird thing that developers had to work around, and I don't quite understand why they made it so complicated for people to develop for. And that made ports, they would always focus on the 360 and then think about the PS3 next, and because they did that, I tried playing Medal of Honor Airborne and it was unplayable. And then I got the 360 version for free on Games with Gold, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I hope both of them are completely backwards compatible, because that's important to me. Because I know PlayStation 3 still play PlayStation 1.
Yes.
But they didn't play PlayStation 2. My 60 gig finally died. My original 60 gig finally died. So I can't play PS2 games on it anymore. So I use I think it's an 80 gig I have now that plays PlayStation 1 and 3. But yeah, that's what I hope for, because I'll get a PS5 day one if they're backwards compatible all the way.
To the PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already confirmed.
Oh, to the PS4?
Yeah.
It's already confirmed? Okay, cool, sweet.
Yeah, they showed Ultimate Spider-Man running on the PlayStation 5, and they showed the load times difference, and they showed all that stuff. Yeah, that's confirmed to be backwards compatible. So
Sweet.
I am also getting a PlayStation 5 day one, because PlayStation, unlike Xbox, does not have all of their exclusives also on PC.
Correct. And if I want to play Bloodborne, I have to play Bloodborne. So
yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Bloodborne on the PlayStation 5.
I'm done. It's sold.
Just going to play it again.
Yes.
Better
completely sold.
Boom.
I'll have my 4 platinums, which is all I have.
Maybe that's when I'll wait till the PlayStation 5. That's when I'll play Bloodborne.
Yeah, exactly. No, dude, speaking of platinums, which is just completely unrelated, dude, I have a friend that has like hundreds of platinums.
How do you have time for that? Like I said, I don't have time to beat anything. Like
he still works at GameStop too.
Oh, maybe that's how he's got time then. I don't know.
Maybe.
Is he a manager or is he just like an employee?
Yeah, he's a store leader. He's been a store leader. He's been working for GameStop for like 16 years.
God damn.
Long time.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know,
insane.
Man. He's got a lot of platinum, so if that tells you anything.
Man, I just don't have time. I'm just constantly doing other things. I like to sample as many games as possible, and because of that, I just don't beat anything. Or my friends will be like, hey, we're playing this now. Like my roommate made me get this.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
everybody's been telling me. Yeah.
Honestly, I have been hating on Call of Duty since Black Ops 3.
Same.
And I kept telling myself I wouldn't buy the next one. I've bought every iteration at this point. I'm going to be completely honest. I shit on them every single time, and then I buy them when they go on sale because somebody somewhere tells me, oh, you should buy this because I'll play with you. Black Ops 4, I played 3 matches of, and I hated the game. Absolutely hated it, and I did not care for its Battle Royale at all. I did not think it was fun. I know a lot of people did. A lot of people enjoyed it, but I thought Apex was a much better version of basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the World War II one, I played that at E3, so I kind of hyped myself up. And the campaign was okay. The story was stupid, but the multiplayer got boring after like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't played this for 2 weeks yet, so I can't give my 2-week review because that's really what determines if I like Call of Duty or not. Because there's always that period for the first 2 weeks are a lot of fun, and then as soon as that 3rd week rolls around, I'm like, I don't. All right, next.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll have to. I'll make an update at some point in the future whether or not I'm still playing the game. But so
Update?
far,
It's not that bad.
so good. I've been having so much fun. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Everybody's been telling me to get it, and I just haven't.
I don't blame you. But I have to give credit where credit is due, and they listened, and there's cross-platform play now between Xbox One, PC, and PS4.
Shocking.
That's crazy. Like, the fact
That
that
is
they're
pretty
listening
sweet, yeah.
is shocking. There's no loot boxes. Shocking.
Yeah.
There's no map packs, but they do have that stupid battle pass system. They had to sneak in microtransactions somehow, but if I were to pick any system, whatever, you're gonna do it anyway. It's better than breaking up the community with map packs, because then it's like, oh, I bought this map pack, but nobody else did, so I guess I'll just never play it because it's never in rotation.
Right. Exactly. Hell yeah. Yeah. That and I need to play Reach too.
Yeah, have you not bought Reach yet?
I haven't bought. I'm streaming it Saturday. So.
Oh my god. Can I join you?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, I'm supposed to. I think I have to. They want to go through the campaign on Legendary, and I have 2 other guys that might play with me. I don't know. It's gonna
let me know. Let me know. It's cool.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched somebody stream it yesterday on Twitch, and it just looks so. It's been a long time since I played like a really.
It's so good.
It's like you could just tell it just looks and feels like Halo, man. There's something about like Halo 2, 3, and Reach. They just feel like Halo, man.
Because they were made by Bungie. You forgot about ODST, by the way, which is phenomenal.
ODST is great. Yeah, Firefight was awesome.
Yes, Firefight and just the different campaign feel.
Yep. Yeah.
So good. Bungie was doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, and then 4 came out, and it was very okay, and then everything after that was god awful.
5.
And 4 didn't feel like Halo either. It felt like a different game entirely.
It felt like Call of Duty because you could make loadouts and stuff at that point.
Yeah.
And it just didn't feel right.
It didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'll probably buy it tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then Saturday I'm gonna stream it and get wrecked probably.
On multiplayer or campaign?
We're gonna do campaign on Legendary. So hopefully I don't die too much.
Yeah, the campaigns on Legendary, they're rough, but they're so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the idea. So yeah, we'll probably squeeze you in there. So
hell yeah. Well, if you can't, no biggie. It's cool. But at some point, we definitely do need to play some Reach multiplayer. And I've had so many people, whenever I stream that game, they're like, you need to make like a custom game that everyone can just join. So have like no random people, just all fans just joining that one game.
That's how it was when I did Halo 2. It was just so many like just people in stream just playing. It was pretty fun.
Halo 2?
Yeah, Halo 2 online. Like how it's just like you can just download it.
What?
It's called like Halo 2 Cartographer, I think, project, and it's just Halo 2 on PC.
What?
Yeah, and you can play the campaign and everything.
How have I never? Can you send me a link to this?
Yeah, I streamed the entire campaign and played multiplayer with like the fans and subscribers.
How did I miss the stream? I feel like I've watched every stream.
Yeah, it was like one of the very first ones back in the day.
Damn,
but it's just called. I think it's called Halo 2 Cartographer, and it's just a PC. It's just a PC port of Halo 2.
That's well. I mean, there was already one, but it was terrible. But that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a non-Vista version. There we go.
Well, I guess it's kind of. I guess that'll be good for now until the whole Master Chief Collection comes out, because then we'll have Halo 2 for the PC.
Right.
Halo
exactly.
1, Halo 3.
Yeah, that's why I didn't continue streaming it, because it was on the Master Chief Collection. So
yeah. But it's not out yet. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Reach is though, so that's all that matters.
Reach, yeah.
I'm all about it, dude. I still have like all my Reach, like my copies of Reach and everything. I love that game.
Yeah, I fucking miss that.
You ever think about how much of a beef people had with Reach when it came out because of the armor lock? And yeah, exactly. So, dude, I loved armor lock. I didn't give a damn. Dude, I didn't give a damn.
It ruins the flow of combat.
But the cool thing about it is, I always thought it was funny how people had such a beef with certain things, and then here we are, 10 years later or more, and oh my god, like I wish that like a game would come out like Reach, and it just doesn't happen anymore.
I was pretty against Halo Reach when it first came out because of the armor abilities. I felt like it was just completely off-brand for Halo. It didn't make any sense. Armor lock ruined the flow of combat.
Yeah.
The invisibility thing felt stupid. I was like, I just want my old Halo back with nothing. I just want just Halo. Can it just be Halo?
Yeah.
I love the progression system.
Yeah. And the good thing about it is if you play matchmaking, you can have there's game tops without the armor lock. Yeah. So there you have it right there. But it's funny how we didn't know how fortunate we were.
Oh my god.
And when Reach came out, that we actually got a legitimate Halo game. And then now
we didn't know it was the last legitimate Halo game.
That was it. That was
I
all
thought 3 was, to be fair.
Yeah. And then, I loved Reach's campaign, dude.
Me too.
So. Yeah, and then it was over. That was it. That's all she wrote, man.
That was the real finish the fight. I remember when Halo 3 came out, it was going to be the last Halo. It was finish the fight, and I was so pumped, and it was one of the best, still is one of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
From multiplayer to single player to all the different custom games, all the different hilarious experiences I had with people online, the really weird game types that people created. It was just infinite. It was like the YouTube of it was like a video game like YouTube thing, because there was so many different creative outlets that people had with it. People were creating montages within the game, posting it to their profile, posting their favorite clips, posting artwork they made out of guns. People would create these crazy articulate pictures out of just guns that they laid down on the ground. Yeah. And it was just such it was creativity. It was everything you could ever want in a multiplayer game, all wrapped up in one. I mean, Bungie always did that. I mean, Bungie had a friends list on Xbox Live before a friends list even existed.
Right.
That's crazy. They were one of the first games to have ranking and matchmaking and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and then even though they paved the way for everyone else, they started copying Call of Duty. And it's what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Just because Call of Duty sold, was the best-selling game ever, in 08, and they're like, okay, we have to completely carbon copy them now. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I don't think... When did Bungie carbon copy Call of Duty?
Halo 4.
Well, they didn't make Halo 4.
I misspoke. I meant, Halo in general, starting copying Call of Duty with Halo 4. 100%. And because you could sprint and everything. Dude, I don't need to sprint. I'm a Spartan. I'm already sprinting, son.
Yeah, unless it's an armor ability, because then you have sprint.
Yeah, which is fine.
It's fine.
I like the armor abilities. It's fun.
I'm over it now. It was a long grudge, but I'm over it now.
Why can't you just get over this, Fanta?
I got over it.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. Let's just go play Halo 5 and cry.
Oh God, no. No.
Jesus.
I won't do it.
Oh, Lord.
What a miserable game. I remember that was the first Halo I didn't buy day one. I remember watching it come out and I went, that looks like a disaster. And it was. Yeah. And I picked it up way later. No, I wasn't even way later. It was 3 months out and it was already $20 because nobody bought the damn game.
Yeah, well, that was Halo 4. I played through it and it was okay. And after Halo 4, I never played another Halo game.
You never played Halo 5?
I've never played any of them, no.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I vote with my wallet so hard. I'm so about that. If I don't like something, if I know I'm not gonna like something, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. So
I gave it a shot because all my buddies got it, and it was $20, and I never played the campaign. But by the way, the campaign for Halo 4 sucked. I gotta say, it was awful.
Yeah, it was
just terrible.
It was a little weird. It also didn't feel like Halo. So
it felt like Cortana was just coming on to Master Chief the whole time. And I was like, why is there so much weird sexual tension between an AI and that's not what their relationship was.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Stop.
This is making me just want to play the old Halo games now because I'm scared. I'm I have anxiety over the old ones or the new ones being bad. So I'm just I kind of just want to play Halo 2 right now.
Halo 6 does not. I don't know. They've shown.
I think they should stop.
Of it.
They should stop. They should stop making Halo games.
I will give them this one last chance. They have Halo 6 to fix all the mistakes of 4 and 5, but if they botch it,
they need to go to Bungie and be like, "Hey, can we have the old engine or something?" If they don't already have it, they need to do something.
Yeah, and the problem
it doesn't
with Bungie,
feel like Halo.
Bungie's lost almost all of their original employees too because of the whole Activision situation. When they finally broke off, it was already too late.
But the thing with Bungie is it's almost like they still use that Halo 3-ish engine. Like Destiny still, like your characters feel like Halo 3. Like you can jump around, it still feels like Halo 3. The guns still shoot, and they feel like Halo 3, even though it's so far off what Halo 3 was.
Yep.
But Halo, like the new Halo games, even the run cycle, like everything's just weird. It just doesn't feel right.
I agree. They get that weird like punch thing while you're running.
Yeah. So
like it. Yeah.
I'm not about that life, man.
No. Yeah. Shame. A shame. We talked about Star Wars. We talked about, let's see, the YouTube thing.
If my camera stopped recording, I apologize. I don't know. I don't know the longest we've went before, but
Does it say it's still recording?
I can't see it. If it's not, it's because the data's full. So if it gets to the point in the program, like if you're editing, just put my profile picture after the camera dies.
Okay.
It's fine. It'll work.
I was just gonna say, do you want to check real quick?
No, it's there's nothing I can do now. If it's too full, because I think we've only done 1 hour and 40 minutes before, and we're past that, so I'm not. I'm not sure how long it might last.
Well, we'll finish this up then. We'll wrap it up. I just want to say it's cool that PlayStation's finally playing ball with the whole cross-platform thing. I mean, they've been dragging their feet this whole time. They drug their feet.
It's been like a decade.
Fortnite.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, I know, right? They dragged their feet with Rocket League, and now finally Minecraft is cross-platform.
Yeah.
After this whole time, they finally have Minecraft cross-platform, which is just crazy to me. Like, why did they take so long?
Well, it's big companies always take like they have to be set in their ways for decades until they finally do it. But Microsoft, Sony, companies like that, they can afford to wait that long. It brings us we always get brought back to GameStop. GameStop can't wait that long to like listen to people.
No, they can't.
Hence why they're dead. I mean, you saw the earnings call?
I did a video about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. It's
done.
over.
It's like done.
Their earnings call almost mirrors what Blockbusters was like if you adjust inflation. Like it's over.
Sales are down like 25, almost 26%.
Yeah, from last year, which was like the most abysmal year ever.
That's crazy.
Dude, I had people sending me messages. Store leaders saying that they did like $8,000 on Black Friday.
Yeah, it was abysmal.
I never.
Abysmal.
I was a store manager. You know, I worked there for 11 years. We never had a Black Friday under $28,000. My lowest one ever was $28,000, and I did not. My store was only a $1.5 million store. Think about that. There's stores out there doing less than $7,000 to $8,000 on a Black Friday. Dude, it's over. Sorry.
That's crazy.
It's over.
Yeah, it's done. And how long do you think GameStop has to last? Because my estimation keeps changing. Because originally I was like, they got 2 or 3 years, but after this earnings call, I'm like, they've probably 2 is like hopeful.
That's pushing
2
it.
is optimistic.
They're going to. If I was them, I would stretch everything possible until new consoles came out. But they're literally 1 quarter away from bankruptcy. One.
Oh, yeah.
Their amount of debt and cash on hand, they're 1 quarter away from bankruptcy. So I've been saying 6 months in to 2020 for like a year now. I'm going to stick by that. I feel like all signs point to that. I mean, and that could lead to anything. That could lead the company completely getting bought out or changing brands or anything. Yeah. So I think it covers all bases. They're not just going to close their doors one day all at the same time. That's when it's gonna explode, basically.
I agree.
In my opinion.
I think I don't know if they'll be bought out though, because they keep resisting buyouts.
Well, because they keep saying, "Oh, well, our company's worth more than that," and they probably should have accepted the Hot Topic buyout when they could.
Hot Topic was trying to buy them out.
Yeah, Hot Topic was apparently like had sent an offer. From what I remember, they might have not, but from what I remember, they sent an offer and GameStop refused it, and it's probably way more than the company's worth now after 7-8 months. So
that'd be interesting. Hot Topic owning GameStop.
It is weird.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. There's the same sort of demographic.
Yeah.
I mean, Hot Topic's got a lot of video game shirts, and they bought up ThinkGeek and then crashed them, and the website doesn't even exist anymore. ThinkGeek is just gone.
Yeah, ThinkGeek, whatever stores are left from... I actually got a message today from a corporate associate saying all ThinkGeeks that remain are to be closed by the end of January.
I'm shocked that there were any in existence at all.
Yep. So they're gone.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was a dumb purchase, I feel like.
Yep.
I don't think ThinkGeek was ever a big company that was on the up and up. It was just kind of a company that... I never bought anything from ThinkGeek, ever. Did you?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. Like I'm a nerdy dude, and I do not see a point in nerd memorabilia stuff. I don't see a point in it. Like I don't. But dude, I do not need a freaking gauntlet.
Oh, okay. You don't mean like...
Yeah, no, I don't need like a freaking Thanos gauntlet.
I see what you mean. Like toys.
I don't
and
need
stuff?
that. Yeah, dude. You have a hat on. I dig hats. I'm saying like I do not need a freaking Thanos gauntlet.
I see what you mean. So
Like
you'll
a
wear like a
plasticky-
gaming shirt and shit like that.
Right. I don't
Okay.
need a plastic
It's like,
terrible
I just got
ass.
fucking roasted.
No, dude. Like I'm saying, like, everything ThinkGeek sold was so low quality
100%,
garbage, plasticky, like trying to feed off of like nerds like obsessions. And I'm like, dude, like nerds. The reason nerds exist, nerds go for the most high quality thing possible.
100%.
Nerds will pay out the ass. There's lightsaber replicas out there that are like thousands of dollars. Nerds will buy. They're not gonna come get your $25 hilt.
No.
That's made out of hard ass plastic. Sorry.
100%. Well, we
No
both
way.
got gaming / nerd shit behind us. I mean, you've got your arcade 1-up cabinet.
Yeah.
Which it's just cool to have on the back. Even if you're not ever playing it, it's
Yeah.
kind of a cool piece of gaming history. Because it's
Right.
got that attract screen that keeps happening in the background that I watch.
Yeah.
sometimes. I watch that a lot. I'm going to be completely
Yeah.
honest. You got,
I
like,
get
your
comments.
Yeah.
I get comments and people are like, I just watched 8 minutes of people fighting in Mortal Kombat and I didn't even listen to the video, so I had to watch it again. I'm just like, what the hell? This happens. It happens.
It does. I've got my creepy Magic the Gathering thing behind me that people think I'm a Satanist or something.
It is pretty terrifying.
It is. That's why I love it. It's pretty great.
Exactly.
But when it comes to like plastic figures and things that are just cheaply made in China and rush shipped here just to cash in on whatever's popular at the time, it's not financially viable.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so surprised that pop figures are still a thing, because I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that collect those, but I can't imagine that there's enough people for each one of those figures out there. There's so many.
Yeah. I don't get it. I know people that have like thousands of pops, and I'm like, dude, you could have like paid like a house off. Like, what are you doing?
I
don't
did
get
get
it.
caught up in amiibos. I'm gonna be completely honest. The first
I have one.
year,
I have one amiibo.
you have one.
It's Snake.
That's sick.
From Metal Gear Solid.
The amiibos are cool though because they weren't that expensive. They were licensed by Nintendo, and they were looked really cool. And at the time, not anymore, they had a lot of different things you could do in the games with these amiibo. Like if you had a Wii U and amiibo and you had Yoshi's Woolly World, you could scan them in and get all these different costumes. You could scan them in into Smash Bros and get a bunch of different costumes, and you could fight against the amiibo. I think you could still do that. I don't know.
There wasn't that many of them, you know.
No, now there's too many. It became overwhelming. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to try to collect them all." And then they just kept... I was like, how many fucking things are there? It's like every game had its own set. And I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, it was a lot. I completely regret how many I bought. I made back some of it by reselling some of the rare ones. But still, good God, I just have boxes of them. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Mistake. At least I never got caught up in the whole Skylanders thing.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
When I was kind of into it, Activision, when I was part of a multi-channel network on my old channel. By the way, never, if you're a YouTuber, don't sign up for a multi-channel network. Just don't do it.
Yeah,
Please.
for real.
Please
Don't do
It's
it.
just a scam. The only cool thing I got out of it was a review copy of, I think, the last Skylanders game, or one of the last. And it wasn't just a copy of the game. It was a starter pack, and literally every single character and little trap thing in this massive 20-pound box that got shipped to my house.
God.
Like, holy fuck, I'm like this tiny little channel. Why did Activision send this to me? And my review only got like 4,000 views at the time.
Yeah.
And they sent me like $300 to $400 worth of merchandise for this game.
That's crazy.
It was insane. It was the only good thing that came out of that.
Wow. Yeah.
So I somewhere have a whole bag of Skylanders. I don't even know where that went. But did you ever play that game?
No. I was not about the gimmicky. I thought it was a gimmick the whole time.
It was gimmicky as shit, but the gameplay was actually a lot of fun. I gotta admit. As gimmicky and as blatantly cash grab that game was, it was like Gauntlet. And I fucking loved Gauntlet. And I was desperate for a new one.
Yeah, I didn't get into it, unfortunately.
Fortunately, you should be
saying. Save some money.
Last thing I want to discuss, because this is probably one of the last podcasts of the year. Let's see. It might be. This is the last podcast of the year. What is your game of the year?
Game of the year. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds is phenomenal.
Outer Worlds, it's hard to choose between Resident Evil 2 and Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'll say Outer Worlds for being such a really cool, unique experience. I wish it was longer. That's about it.
Did you have like a runner-up as well, besides Resident Evil? Like,
runner-up?
Let's do top 3.
Oh.
Outer Worlds is definitely up there.
I can't even come up with top 3. All I can think of is Resident Evil 3 and Outer Worlds is all I can really... Or sorry, Resident Evil 2 and Outer Worlds.
I have not played enough Resident Evil 2.
Oh, when you play it, dude, it's great. You need to stream it. You need to stream it, dude.
I need to stream it. If I do make it, I'll have like black bars.
Yes, I'll watch the hell out of that.
So I'll stream that for sure. Outer Worlds is definitely one of my top games. I, again, did not beat it yet. I've played enough of it, though, that I can definitely say it was one of my game of the years. Luigi's Mansion's a ton of fun. Love Luigi's Mansion. And Parkitect. I love Parkitect because it's just...
I haven't played that. Oh, I have heard of that. I watched a review of that recently.
You need to buy it.
Yeah, I've heard it was fantastic.
It's so good. It's so much fun. It takes everything that you loved about Roller Coaster 1 and 2 and adds a whole bunch more and workshop support. So you have infinite number of things you can add to the game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's Parkitect. Definitely need to get that.
Parkitect constantly goes on sale for like $20. Easily worth a $20 bill. And I feel like that would be kind of a fun game to stream just because you could get fan input of build this over here and this should be this kind of themed land. And
right.
I was watching this video and the intricacies of building up your park and building buildings is crazy because you can put little posts and then you can design how you want the walls to be and the ceilings and the different colors of everything. And you can... There's so much to it that I'm sure if you played 50 hours of it, you still would not have done everything.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
That's probably up there as one of my game of the years. And then Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is up there of one of my favorite games of the year because I love Age of Empires 2. Did you ever get into those RTS games?
I did, but I was terrible at them.
I'm terrible at them too.
Yeah.
But it's just so much fun to like just build it out and have like an army and just rush in.
That's one thing I never consider Medieval because it's a remake. But Medieval is the game I probably enjoyed the most, to be honest.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, so Medieval, Outer Worlds, and Resident Evil 2. But Medieval definitely won't win because it's just mine. It's like my love thing.
That's fine though, I mean,
it's just mine.
Just like Parkitect. I'm sure there's not a huge audience for that game out there.
Yeah.
But as somebody who has been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 up until like this year. I mean, I've played Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 this year. That's where the audience is. It's a niche thing, but it's definitely one of my, if not the game of the year for me.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and close this out because we're almost at 2 hours. God knows if your phone recorded this whole thing. If not, your face has been frozen there. But
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, I'm not dead yet. I'm still here. I did not die.
You're still here. You're probably gonna hit 100K soon.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know if it'll be at the end of this year. I guarantee it'll be in January.
Yeah,
Guarantee.
it'll be in January if it's not in December. So I hope.
Agreed. Yeah,
I hope.
That's gonna be sick. You're gonna have that plaque in the background.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
That's so dope.
All the hard work finally has come to a head.
And anything else you want to cover before we head out?
Nothing I can think of.
All right. Well, of course, you know where Camelot is. Go subscribe. Help them get to that 100,000. Maybe before the year ends. That'd be sick.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And as always, have a fantastic day.
Get on it, dog on it. I have to say it.